Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to test out the Sony ZV-1 for music recording. And when I say music recording, it's actually for recording my music cover and sometimes my guitar tutorials, and also needed for my B-roll sequences. And let's see if this camera can handle it. Let's get to the video. Okay, so about 2 weeks ago I purchased myself the Sony ZV-1. And why did I purchase the Sony ZV-1? It's not because I don't like my Canon M100 anymore. Well, it's still my go-to camera, especially for photography, and I still use it for video recording as well. But why did I get the Sony ZV-1? There are actually 3 reasons. Okay, so I wanted to get another camera which is much more easier to set up for doing YouTube videos. And as you know, you've probably known me from my guitar tutorials and probably music cover, and sometimes for my videography tips and videography B-rolls and all that. But yeah, I just needed a smaller camera, or probably a much more easier camera to set up for my YouTube content, because as you know, don't get me wrong, the M100 is still excellent for me. I just, what I don't like about it is whenever I do my YouTube videos, I have to record the audio separately, because the onboard mic is just not that good, because it picks up a lot of the ambience, and I just don't like it. And that's why I normally use my Boya BYM M1, and I record it externally because it doesn't have a microphone input, whereas this one does have a microphone input. Okay, so reason number 1 why did I get the ZV-1 would be because this camera is really compact. Okay, when I say compact, this is really tiny. I mean, compared to my iPhone XR, my gosh, this camera is even tinier than this. So you can see from the B-roll that I'm playing at the background right now. And yeah, it's really tiny, and it's easy to set up. All you have to do is just press the power button. The lens just comes out, and then what's amazing about this one is it has a flip out screen. Okay, it doesn't flip up, it flips to the side. It's actually the size. This is really compact. You can basically just pick it up and slide it in your pocket, and it's ready to go. And when you want it to use it, you just take it out and just press the on button and then create your video. I mean, it's that simple. Second reason why I got this is because I've been watching a lot of reviews on the ZV-1, and the audio, I mean the onboard mic is just excellent. For me, at least for me, it's excellent, especially when if you want to use it for vlogging. It's really good for talking heads. But for me, I do a lot of like music content, like I record a lot of music covers and guitar tutorials. That's why the onboard mic of a camera that I'm going to be purchasing should be good. The one on my Canon M100 is not that good, and the one on the Sony ZV-1 is actually excellent for me. I mean, for an onboard mic, it's excellent. Well, as a matter of fact, the audio that you're hearing right now is actually from the onboard mic of the Sony ZV-1. What do you think about the microphone quality? The audio quality of the onboard mic? Let me know what you think down on the comment section below. Okay, so how does it handle music? Let's get to it right now. Six o'clock in the morning, wipe the sleep from my eyes. This felt just like an ordinary day. And just around the corner, what a surprise, a beautiful angel materialized. Time stood still, face to face. I'm sure we met at another time and place. Her eyes met as you passed me by, two souls entwined in the blink of an eye. And I hate to figure out what I was missing, so I turned turn to you and ask you if you wanted to rendezvous, wait to my place, say to. We can do anything you wanna do. Tonight is your night. When you close your eyes, take a minute, take a moment, realize you see me when you fantasize. Tonight will be your night. So that's actually how the Sony ZV-1's onboard microphone, when you want to use it for music recording, when you do a lot of like music covers. Well, for me, I think it does a good job. Okay, but this camera has a microphone input, so why not make use of it? Well, I could just plug in my external mic. Okay, I could use the Rode Wireless Go, the Rode Video Micro, or whatever external mic you got. You can use it on the ZV-1. But again, I aim for simplicity, I aim for easier setup. That's why if the onboard mic is good, I'm just gonna use the onboard mic. But if I wanted a better quality audio, I have the option to plug in an external mic and I'm good to go. And thirdly, why did I pick up the ZV-1? I've watched a lot of like reviews on the ZV-1, and one thing that excites me a little bit about this camera is they say that Sony has improved the color science, and after I tried it, well, yeah, I think they did an excellent job on it. It has a huge improvement because I also own an A7 III, that's a full frame camera. Well, I like that camera very much, but I'm not going to use it for YouTube content because it's just too much of a setup. And what I notice about the skin tone when you're recording with the Sony camera, the skin tone is just too orange for me. Whereas with this camera, I think the skin tone looks good. But the one thing that excites me the most, I've watched a YouTuber, his name is Michael Kim Young if I'm not mistaken, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna put the link down in the description below. So what he did was he finally found a way to emulate the Cinetone color profile, which is, I think it's built in higher end Sony cinema cameras. So what it does is it's just like Fuji's Eterna color. It's just a very good cinema color profile for Sony. And as a matter of fact, the color profile that I'm using from the very beginning of this video until right now is actually using the Cinetone color profile. What do you think about the color? So what I had to do is I only raised the contrast and didn't do any color grading at all. So this is actually what it looks like with increased contrast. Excellent, right? So minimum color grading, yeah, a lot easier to make YouTube content. If you want to know about the specs of this camera, you can find it on other YouTube channel because they do a pretty good job on it. And what I'm doing right now is just reviewing the Sony ZV-1 for music. And I hope that you like this video. And if you do like it, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you enjoy my content and if you want to see more guitar tutorials in the future, or probably, yeah, more tips on videographies and all that, subscribe to my channel. Till we meet again, I'll see you on my next video. Peace out.